All right, guys. So it's Mike from Beard Online. So today I'm gonna do another unboxing for you guys. I haven't done one in a little while, but this one box was intriguing me to come back and try some more unboxings for you. So here's the box. It's right here. Let me fix this. Hold on. All right, so maybe this might help. So here's the unboxing. It's a little backwards, but hey, this is the new unboxing for the new Battlbox. This is Mission 40. So their box is not branded this time because it's not their usual box, their size box. And they were really trying to push this, saying it's going to be this huge box. They gave a few like teasers of what was going to be in the box. And I mean, so I was like, all right, is it time to come back to Battlbox? Have they made up for some of their mistakes that they were doing before? Just really bad items and whatnot. So I was like, let's just try it. Let's just see if it is going to be worth it. So let's just get into it, shall we? I'll just set the box up to the side and we'll just go over each thing one by one. All right, so here is the card. So it's Mission 40, June 2018, Sniper Box. That's it right there. So over everything, it seems like it's a pretty good value. But let's just go through the box and just see if it is a good value. All right, so your basic box for $24.99, you're getting a value of $63.43. So the first thing in here is the long range shooting handbook. Let's just see where that is. So that's this right here. So it's an in-depth guide. It says Beginner's Guide to Precision Rifle Shooting. On the back, it says you get an in-depth introduction to long-range shooting with this complete beginner's guide, written in simple, everyday language that's easy to follow, including my professional tips and best advice from my years of a spec ops sniper schooling and experience as a sniper instructor. So it's going to tell you like the differences in how of the MOA and mills and ballistics, techniques, equipment setup. So it's one of those things that this is probably a really good book to have if you're going to be starting some long-range shooting, not a whole bunch. So maybe there's a fair amount in here that I have no idea about. So I'll be reading through it and just seeing what it is. So this book right here, so for the cost of the basic box, you're buying this book and you're getting the rest of the stuff for free, basically, because this has a value of $24.95. So for 4 more cents, you're buying everything else. So the next thing on the list is the Modern Spartan Systems Spartan Accuracy Grease. So that is this right here. This little bitty little thing right here. From what I understand, you don't need a lot of this stuff. It comes sealed, so it's clean. I'll have to look at the instructions just to make sure I know how to use this stuff, make sure I put it in the right areas and so forth. But it's made in the USA, so that's always good as well. So that has a value of $11.50. So the next thing in the basic box is the rifle cheek rest and ammo admin pouch. So that is this right here. So I do not have any of my big rifles that this would actually work very well on. I got a few. So it's really lightweight, OD green. So we'll be popping it on one of my rifles later. That seemed, I'm guessing you can like take this out, but this is how it's got the fill on the inside. It's just some wrapped up foam on the inside. That's for your cheek rest. So it's not actual like insert. You just roll this up and put in there. I'm not sure what. Not sure why that's like that. I don't know if that's so you can just replace it in the future in case it wears down, or if it's meant so you can use it for something else. Interesting. But you can take the bag out by itself. So if you just want to use it as an ammo pouch, you can do that. So that's pretty interesting. But again, so it's just got some Velcro right here, which when I'm trying to open up, I just peeled it off and it just comes right out. I'm having to assume it's so you can replace it or stuff it with something else maybe. I just wasn't expecting that. I've never had one of these, so I don't know if that's pretty common on these. But it seems pretty nice. I like it. Again, I got a couple of rifles that this would fit on really well. I mean, all these patches are detachable, so you can put more stuff here. So it's pretty nice. Since I don't have one, and now I do, it's definitely something that's it's pretty good quality. And this has a value of $13.99. I mean, honestly, I'd probably pay a little more for something like this. So I mean, I think it's a pretty good value then. So not bad. All right, so the next thing on the list is the shooting rifle rest, which is this right here. It just seems like any kind of like other rifle rest, but it does have the split, so you can put it over a wall, over a car door, over a table. You can lay it down flat. You can prop it up. I mean, so this is pretty nice. I've had one in the past, but it was just a cheap one. It was basically just a beanbag for the most part. So it didn't have like all the capabilities of this moving around. It was basically just this rest part, and that was it. It wasn't anything like this. So I mean, it's not bad. So I definitely needed a new one. So that's pretty good. It's probably something I'll definitely keep in my truck just in case. I just need to go shooting something. Not bad. That has a value of $12.99. So that's everything in the basic box. So again, that's for $24.99 for a value of $63.43. Let's just put this over here. So that's pretty good. It is a good basic box, I would say. I'd say that that's pretty much worth what I would say. For the advanced box for $49.99, it has a value of $118.41. So the first thing in here is the Real Avid gun tool, which is this right here. So I have a couple other gun tools, but not one like this. This is more like one of the pocket folding kind of ones. Sometimes I think these are really good to have, but I'm not a real big advocate of some things like this because I kind of feel that sometimes the design really hinders like you using the tool properly. Like I'd much rather have a kit that has some of these tools in it. I do know that this is good because it's all in one. You won't lose the tools and stuff like that, like all these different star bits and hex heads and stuff like that that are fairly common. I just think that for this, it's very awkward sometimes to try and like get a good, get turns on these things and stuff like that. Sometimes it can just be really awkward. So as a tool, I do think it's good to have and throw in a bag. It's not going to be my main tool to work on any of my guns. I'm not going to just pull this out every time when I'm going to work on something. It does have some bits inside here that you can take out and put right here in case you need a screwdriver. But again, I think some of these things can be really awkward when you're trying to use it. I mean, I think the punch is really good for the pin punch. I think that's going to be really, really useful. I don't know. It's one of those things that this isn't something that I'm probably going to use all the time, but I'll probably just toss in my gun bag that may get used like, I don't know, once or twice. Nothing that's going to be used all the time. It's not something that I would use on a regular basis. But in the box, there's some other like tools that they show you, just what else they sell. Maybe there might be something else that might be a little bit better. They have an AR-15 tool, a Ruger 10-22 tool, the pistol tool. This is the gun tool, and then they have the Gun Tool Pro AR-15. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into some of those other ones. Maybe it'll be a one that'll be a little bit better use for me. But this one is something that I don't know if I'm going to use as much. So I don't know. I don't know what I'll do with that just yet. The next, and that has a value of $24.99. So the next thing on the list is the rifle cleaning kit. Now this right here, I love cleaning kits. I love them. I have probably like 10 of them at home. Every time I see one, I'm like, I gotta get one. And this one is a really nice, compact, like pouch and cleaning kit. Oh, this looks really nice. So you have a little bottle. You can fill it with your own oil, fill it with your own cleaning supplies, whatever you want to do. So it's like you're not set for whatever they give you. You can use your own favorite one. You have some cleaning patches. You have a cleaning brush. Let's see. You have the bore brushes. Let's see, what else? And you have a whole bunch of picks and a whole bunch of other things in here. And also your rod to assemble. So that's your rod. And you have all your picks. And they're plastic picks, so they don't hurt anything. That's pretty good. So they're pretty nice. They're pretty heavy duty. They have a little bit of flex to them. Not bad. And then you have some special like Q-tips kind of things to clean up in those tight corners and everything. So cleaning kits, I love. I think this is probably one of my favorite things in the box so far. This definitely has a huge value to me. I think this is great. I think everyone needs kits at all, always. Like, it's one of the most important things, I feel. So, and it does have the straps for like Molly, so you can attach it to your bags. So that is definitely a plus. I definitely like that, and that has $29.99. In the advanced box, and then everything in the basic box. So it's not bad. I definitely think the real Advid gun tool is not something that is of real value to me for that box. But definitely this cleaning kit that makes up for that level, definitely for me. So now it's on to the Pro. Now the Pro Box, I'm pretty sure this is what everyone was getting on as far as like what was getting them on this box. Now, this is it right here. This is the gun bag. It is a 9-line apparel rifle bag. And not only is it a rifle bag, it's a dual rifle bag, so you can put in two different guns in there. Now, the only thing about this is being in a sniper box, this is going to be your more tactical, so it's either going to be a gun that you can take apart and break down, or something that has a collapsible stock or something that can fit in this bag. You're definitely not going to fit a real long gun in this bag. But I have a lot of other long gun bags, and I was needing a new bag for some of my ARs. And since this one can carry 2 of them, that eliminates the other one I have in my house, and I don't need to bring that. And I can put the one I was needing a new bag for, both of them in here. So you have lots of different strapping for all the molly webbing and everything like that. You have a place for a patch. It comes with just a regular Velcro thing, so I might make my own patch and just put it there. You have tons of cinches and clips and everything. So inside, there's the thing for the 2 different guns. I mean, this is a nice bag. It's a simple bag, but it's definitely a nice bag. Let's just see. And then we do have a pocket up front here for more things. You can put whatever you want in them. I mean, there is tons of pockets here, tons of like everything. So this is definitely going to be a bag to hold on to. And then the best part about this is it's also a backpack. So like if you're going to the range or going camping, hiking, whatever, and you need to carry it out there, this is going to be easier to transport. But you still have your regular briefcase kind of straps on it as well. So that is very cool. So for the Pro Box, it was $99.99 for the cost, and the value is $208.40 after this bag. I mean, this right here definitely makes it worth the Pro Box, since it's the only thing in the Pro Box, but it definitely makes work. If you were just going to get the Pro level, this alone would make it worth it. So that's, I can't wait to use. So now the next thing is the Pro Plus, which is the Knife of the Month Club. For the cost was $149.99 for a total value of $398.39. Now, this, I saw the sneak on this, and honestly, this is one of the few things that made me not want to get the box. But I was willing to wait, get it in my hands, and see how I really felt about it after I had it and got to feel it. So it comes in this like carbon fiber style case, and that's it in there. It comes with this little thing so it doesn't fall out, and it also comes in foam. Now, okay, so this is from Sniper Blade Works, and I'm still not sold on this knife. When I saw it in the sneak preview, I was like, that knife looks just huge and not usable. And now that it's in my hands, I completely stick on that. This is just, I mean, it's enormous. Look at that thing. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's huge. I mean, I don't even know why it has a belt clip on it. or a pocket clip or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's enormous. This knife is not usable as just a pocket knife at all. It does have a stonewash finish, which does look nice, but I think the knife is just, it's ugly. It's too big. I don't know what this hunchback is. Like, I don't think it's a beautiful knife. And I mean, honestly, this knife needs like an actual like carrying pouch to carry it around. It's just not a functional knife. Like, it's just really big. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I was really wanting to give it a chance and figure it out because, I mean, Kern was saying that, oh, it's a really good knife. It's lightweight. This thing is not lightweight. This thing has some heft to it. You would not want to put this on your side. But I mean, he was making it seem like you could carry this on your side and you're not going to feel it. And maybe if it wasn't an all metal construction, like if it was all this like little bit of carbon fiber right here, that, I mean, it is like nothing of carbon fiber. But if the entire thing was made of carbon fiber and actually had some, like, you know, a fair amount of weight removed, maybe that would be something. But this thing is like, I don't know. It's just not, it's not easy to open up because the thumb release right here is not, you have to really try to get it open, which is why I'm assuming they put this little opening here so you could, that's actually easier to open with your thumb than the actual like little thumb knobs there. It's not what I would say is a usable knife. I don't know if I like it at all. Like, it just seems really big for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the beef of the knife is nice, but I mean, I just don't know how I'm going to use it because it has no jimping on it. And I kind of feel that, like, if I tried to do something with it, my hand's going to slip because it's so slick. There's like no grip on it whatsoever. I mean, there's a little bit right here on the blade, but it's not like a lot to like grip onto. I kind of feel like my hand would slip on it. I'm not sold on this knife. This knife has a value of $189.99. I would not pay almost $200 for this knife. I don't think I would. I think I would see it and I would just pass. I would just go on to something else. I would go on to something more usable, something that I thought was more beautiful. I know that beauty is in the eyes of the holder, and you might think this is great, but I would compare this to, like, if I was going to go try and find a dog to walk or a rhinoceros to walk. I mean, look at that thing. It's like, it's too big and too usable. I mean, I don't even know where the balance is. It's kind of balanced, but man. Okay, so if you like this knife, let me know, because I'm not sold on this knife. So again, it's one of those things where, like, I don't know the purpose for me for a lot of these like Battlbox things and these other boxes is I want stuff that I can use and stuff that's going to be valuable to me at another time. Because I kind of feel like this is a lot of like the prepping and survival stuff that me and my wife, we go for, that we try to like stock up on. And I'd much rather spend money on something I know I'm going to use than something I'm not going to use. Like, I know it's a knife. I know it has all this other, I know it has more functions to cut and other stuff, but I'd much rather have a different knife than this. I kind of feel that this is just a knife to show off to people, to be like, check this out. But then you're like, well, what do you do with it? I mean, it weighs a ton. I mean, how much does it weigh? Where's my scale? All right. So let's just see how. This thing weighs 9 ounces. 9 ounces. That's just crazy. I don't. 9.5 ounces. I mean, that's just crazy. I wouldn't carry it. I wouldn't carry it at all. I mean, and you can feel it. You can feel the heft in it. You can feel like everything else with it. It's just, it's too much. Like, I don't feel that's a usable knife. Like, all right. Here is another knife that I got from a Battlbox that I feel is way more usable. And I keep this in my daily bag all the time. And it's my Utica cutlery. And I keep it on me all the time. So this is 14 ounces. But, first of all, it has a big sheath. That's 4 ounces. So this knife weighs the same as this knife, but this one is way more usable than this knife. I mean, my hand, like, it's got really good grip. Make sure that my fingers won't slip at all. Like, this knife is a usable knife. This knife is not a usable knife. And then we have all this other stuff on it. And I can clip it onto my bag really well and use it whenever I need it. And it's got the basher breaker and like this knife is way more usable than this knife. I don't think this knife costs as much as they're saying that this knife cost. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time on this knife, but I'm not very impressed with this knife. I feel like it's just a show-off knife. It's not a knife that's usable for everyday carry. I might be selling the knife. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it just yet. I mean, the case is kind of nice, but again, it's one of those things that if it goes into a case like this, that you have to zip up. I mean, this is just a knife that you're just going to display. You're not going to use it. I don't know. It's not something I would use. So I feel like this definitely lowers the value of the entire box. Granted, the things that I love in this box that I would say would make it worth it would be this cleaning kit, this rifle case, the gun rest. I mean, we'll use that cheek, and then grease. These few items is what I feel was worth anything in the bag. These things right here. So getting a value on that would be, let's just see here. Let's just add this up real quick. So the handbook, even though I like the handbook, it's one of the things that I'm not, if I did, I'd be the cheek rest, the rifle rest, let's see. And honestly, I don't know why $12.99. Just round that penny up. Just say $13, $14. Let's see. The cleaning kit. So based on the stuff that I feel is usable in here, I have lost money on this box because I have a thing of $119.98, and for $150, I've lost $30 on this box. If I'd have gone out and just bought just these few items, I would have saved money than buying it in the box. The only good thing about the box is that it allowed me to be introduced to some of these things, but I have lost money on this box. So, is it time to come back to Battlbox? I don't know. This box was a good box as far as like some of the really neat items in it. But granted that I kind of feel that the box should have, like, everything should be usable to everyone, maybe except for like one item or something like that. I know it's hard to please everyone all the time, but this knife is not usable. This has a value of $189.99, $190 for this knife. Not worth it at all. The gun tool. This has a little bit of value, but it doesn't have $30 value. Just hold on. Appreciate it. So, just getting a shipment in for work. So, does it have the value? Like, this tool, it carries a value. But even if I added this tool of $24.99, like, I'm still losing money. I'm not sure what we're paying for. I seriously feel that if I wanted to go buy these items, these few items, I would have saved money. And I wouldn't have had a tool that I kind of feel is awkward to use, and I could have had different tools that I would be able to use. And then a knife that's completely useless that I would never buy. And a book that I may read, but I don't know if it's something that is gonna have a lot of value in the long run of everything. So I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items out of this box that I feel are worth a value. So is it time to come back to Battlbox? Unfortunately, I can't make that answer for you. I'm thinking about maybe skipping the next box unless there's something that's just going to be crazy good. But I'm not. It's not there for the value. Do I like the items that I like? I love the items that I like right here. But it's all about value to me and cost for me. And that's what I got rid of my Battlbox subscription in the past, because everything that I got, even though there were a few items that I liked and had somewhat of a value to me, the whole aspect of the box of what you're supposed to be paying for to be getting a value is not there. I don't know if Battlbox is going to be able to recover on some of these things unless they just go completely nuts. I mean, there's a few boxes that I have of theirs that are still in the box because it's just stuff that I would not use at all. And who knows, maybe I'm going to do a video soon of all my past battle boxes that I've gotten, of all the things that I feel are just not usable. They're just sitting in a box. And if it's something that you guys would use, who knows? Maybe we'll do a giveaway or something like that. I don't know. But it's just, there needs to be a value for you to pay this much money. And for me to lose $30 on some stuff that I'm not going to use, that's just going to sit in a box, like, or just sit in my bag. And I mean, to be completely honest, I'll throw this in my bag, but I don't think it's ever going to be used. I just don't, because I have other tools, and I don't think that the simplicity of having everything in one spot makes it worth it, since it's going to be awkward to hold and everything like that. So I don't know. But anyways, guys, if you disagree with me, that's fine. This is my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion on it, and that's just mine. But I do like the few items I have. But as far as the value of the box, I don't feel it as a total package to me. I mean, the gun tool and the knife just like kill it. And if I do include the book in with this other stuff, just because it's not, I don't think this is the worst thing in the box. But if I do include it, I'm still losing money. I'm still not making like in value to me. So not a complete disappoint, but I was kind of hoping that there's going to be more stuff, or more stuff of value to me. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments. I might be doing some more of these boxings again. And if you want to see more, definitely let me know. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how I'm doing. And all right, guys. So I'll just check you later.